vision, I want all the loot. I'm talking be my all clean, fit too mean, finger all shiny on my baby's diamond ring. I was on a high till I caught onto the scene. Swear I lost my heart when I fell in love with things. Rookie year went broke like Jalen Rose. Got the price, sold my soul to the things I own. Switched up, locked in and got my mind right. Prioritizing, got my business and my time right. Wristwatch, no TikTok, you know the crown.
Yo, 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 what up though, y'all? This your man E-double-E, whichever way y'all want to call it. That's who it is. BBS Boys Detroit up in the house. Welcome to show number 9. We up in here 2022, man. You know it's all good. Sitting up here with my man, Tony Tone.
Yo, 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 what's happening?
That's what's up, y'all. Want to give a special shout out to all the other members of BBS Boys Detroit. Sonny Mac, DJ Tone, Nephew Brent, K Boogie, and my man Buck. That's right. BBS Boys Detroit are up in the house, y'all. Also, I want to start off the show by picking up where I left off last week. Ooh. Y'all know what I said, and a few people got rubbed the wrong way, but that's on them, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, happy wife, happy life. Ooh. I meant what I said, but I also said that I'll come back with something for the fellas. So here it is. The word for the fellas and the quote for the fellas is, man up. And if you know what that means take care of your responsibilities. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of business.
Take care of the people on every level that you come in contact with, man, that means something to you. And then if you do that, inevitably, there will be happy wife, happy life. So the quote for the fellas is, man up.
But why would somebody get mad because you said happy?
Man, that's that fronting, trying to be like, you know, man, she gonna do what I tell her, you know, this, that, the other.
Ain't like
man,
that.
You better understand.
But that don't mean she happy.
Well, that's on them.
No, but what I'm saying is, even if that's your macho side coming out,
right?
At the end of the day, she might do what you tell her, but that don't mean she happy.
And that don't mean he happy either on the inside. So all I'm saying is, take responsibility for your actions, bruh. That's it. Man up. So y'all can look at it either way you want to look at it, man. I ain't trying to cause no conflict with nobody, but in my house and with some of my fellas, we know what the deal is.
Man
is that right?
Up, man up.
Man up.
Man up.
So all right, fellas. Do all the things for the people who are in your life, man. That's your kids, your boys, your homies, your uncles, your auntie, anybody, man. Just man up and take care of your responsibility. Quit being out here worried about what everybody else is doing, man. Hold your own. Now,
so that's the topic for today.
Yeah, man up.
Man it up.
That's it. That's the topic for today. Man up. So I'm gonna get into what we always get into, and that is the vehicles. But first of all, I want to give everybody the phone number to reach us so you can join in on the conversation. That's 248-429-7224. Make sure y'all can join in on this conversation that we're having today. All right. So the thing I want to bring up today is several things about the car. These are small, minor, little things, but I want to bring them up anyway because they mean something to somebody out there. They mean a little something to me. Well, so window tints. Do you prefer to tint your windows? And if you do you go for that real dark tint, or do you just like to have a light tint? Because wherever you're, and I think it depends on where you are nationally, because sometimes you get a lot of sun in places and you really need that tint. And then in other places, it's kind of gloomy, like here around certain half the time of the year, you know, you don't need a light. I'm in Michigan, Detroit, y'all. That's why it's BBS Boys Detroit. Get it? But anyway, it's like your preference for tinting your windows here might be different. You know, I don't know. So give us a call and let us know what you think about that. And then here's the other thing. Leather or cloth seats? Which do you prefer? Now, I'm talking to my restoration guys out there as well, because you might have a vehicle that you're thinking about, I'm gonna redo my seats again. Am I gonna do cloth seats or am I gonna do leather? And on these foreigns, most of them that we're talking about and that we restore, they come with leather seats. And so most of the time, we're trying to redo the seats and maybe pipe them out and do some other things on there. So with that being said, Tony, tell me what your thoughts are about window tints, and then we'll jump on over to the leather or cloth seats. We'll have a conversation about that.
You know what? That's a really a tough one. None of your questions are easy, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Well, you know, I just come what's on my mind. You know?
And I'm gonna tell you why it's so difficult. Because there's some days I want everybody to see me riding, so I gotta have the, the fishbowl look.
Okay.
I want pure glass. I want people to see my interior. I want people to see how clean the car is. I want them to see me.
Right.
I might have on my new shades. I want them to see me. Then there's days where I don't want nobody to see me. I just want to be in the cut, but I still want to ride looking good. So it's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
Well, that's why you got multiple cars. I always go back to what Glenn said about show number 3. Man, I like to be able to just go jump in whatever I want to jump in. So that's why you have some with a tent, some without a tent.
Right.
I get you. All right. So
it's kind of like a hard top, drop top.
Yeah, there you go.
Depends on how I'm feeling. So
I got you.
That's a tough question, man.
So that's what I want people to call in on that one. Yeah, give us a call 248-429-7224 because I know some of y'all got them windows tinted because they be, doing some other different things. And we got the smoke going on and all that. Crack the window and all that, be coming up out the window. So that could be one of the reasons why. But leather or cloth seats?
Well, it depends again. See, there's these tough questions, man.
Mm-hmm.
I like leather, but I got to have something to cool that leather off sometime when there's sun in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cloth is cool, but you know what? I ain't gonna even say cloth. I'm a leather guy. I gotta have that leather.
And see, now when I'm talking about the older cars, they didn't have that, the cooling of the seats.
No, but they had AC.
They had AC,
so,
but they, now you got the newer model cars. You can cool the seats and heat the seats, whatever you want to.
Right.
But and these older cars that we're talking about, some of these,
right.
The options are mainly leather. And I had a vehicle with cloth seats in it, and I'm glad I did because at the time I was living out of state in a hot state. I was in Arizona, one of the hottest states in the country. And I had 2 vehicles. I had one with leather seats in it, and I got burnt every time I got in the car.
Yes.
And then you have to put those covers over the windshield
shades,
so that when you get in the car, it's still going to be hot, but it won't burn you. So the cloth, I drove the car with the cloth seats in it most of the time, but when sitting on that cloth, I was sweat because, that's that material was, so either way it goes,
but
best thing to do.
Another reason too, like coming up when I had my kids, they was in there with the cloth seats. They got stuff they eat in the car.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to get that out the cloth seats, man. So leather, you just wipe that right on off.
That's funny because I got that here. We're gonna talk about that too about eating in the whips. So that's in some situations that's a no-no.
That's a no-no now.
Now this topic right here is gonna be. I know Glenn gonna chime in on this one, but
what Glenn think about that tent? I want to know what Glenn think about that tent.
What you think about the tent on the windows, man?
We bringing you in on this, Glenn.
No, I'm gonna bring him in on this next one because I know he got something to say about this because he just went through it. But what about the tent?
I'm not really a tent guy.
I was gonna say I ain't never seen him with tent on none of his cars.
I just maybe I come up in the era. I think we got a call.
Oh, already?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's good.
Yo, what up, though? BBS Boys Detroit, you on the line with me, Double E, my man, Tony Tone. What's on your mind?
What's good? Happy New Year's, brothers. This is Ty.
What up, Ty? Happy New Year to you, man.
What's up, my brother?
You all right?
Good with you. Happy. That's the tone. You, E, Glenn, all y'all.
Yeah, my man.
What's up, brother?
What's
That's
up,
good
Ty?
looking.
Oh, Ty,
listening in.
before you
Let me
start,
just say
Ty,
this-
I got
say
something
this,
for
so-
you. I got something for you. It's coming.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Because I saw a glimpse of something now. I'm waiting to see what I do.
Oh, it's coming.
What was you calling?
coming?
You calling? He said he got something for you, man.
I ain't gonna say. I can't reveal it right now.
Okay.
But you gonna love it. You gonna love it. But go ahead, E. Do your thing, man.
You said you want to chime in on the topic?
Yeah. Fishbowl all day.
Fishbowl all
On the
day.
old school.
Okay.
No tents on the old school.
I hear you,
Oh,
man.
that's right.
All day long. For me, anyway.
That's my
Right.
sentiments as well. I would not have a tent on my windows at all. I don't want to draw no attention like that. I'd rather you see what I'm doing.
On my other car, when I want to be incognito.
Yeah.
But on the old school, I got a fishbowl.
I like that incognito because I was
I
going
like
to say Negro here or there.
I just, I just think, man, and this is, I know it's not for everybody, but I just think a man should do certain things that are age appropriate of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an era where I rode my cars with a tent. That era has come and gone.
Exactly.
Especially here in Detroit, you guys remember how, I mean, you get pulled
You
over,
get pulled over, man.
every block.
every block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
No doubt.
now I don't want the hassle because now folks is getting pulled over and sometimes not making it home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just not, it's not worth it to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
To have that
And
aggravation.
there's some caveats to that. There's some caveats to that, Glenn, because if you living in Florida, you might need them damn tents.
That's what I was saying. You know, state
Well-
appropriate. You know, wherever you at.
I do have tent on everything.
And
down
I
in
agree
Florida.
with him wholeheartedly. And, you know, California also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
because that's
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Because you really trying to, you know, protect your vision, protect
That's right.
your skin,
interior,
your interior.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but here,
But I got to tell you, hitting on something, Glenn, because down here, one of the trends down here, I noticed when I moved down here, they tend to windshield.
Oh,
Yeah, that
man,
Yeah.
I hate
that's
that, man.
yeah,
They limo it out. I mean, black
Yes.
360.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you in a bad area and some shit going down, the cops, they're going to be nervous. They pulling you over.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Well,
causing.
you're giving them a reason to act the way they're gonna act coming to your car. You're
Yeah.
giving them a reason.
Well, and
number
here's the thing, you know, depending on the lifestyle and background that you come from, you know, when they run that plate before they ever approach you,
yeah,
you know, they got certain information about you
already.
already. And
Right.
and that information may have them hanky.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't look at people and say, look at that damn fool with that tent.
Nah.
But I know for myself,
Yeah.
I don't need that problem.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I need for this dude to tell me what he's stopping me for, write me a ticket, and let me go.
There you go.
Yep,
That's how I need for that to play out.
that's right. I
Right.
agree with you.
And you see exactly where my hands are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good point, Ty.
Mistaken that.
Yo, Ty, let me ask you this, man.
Mm-hmm.
The other topic was about the seats. You prefer leather or do you get down with the cloth seats?
I prefer leather,
Mm-hmm.
although I'm a little partial doing a suede and leather combo. You know, maybe
Ooh,
do
that's
some
nice.
suede
That's-
inserts with the suede headliner.
That's too nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
One brother brought that. Y'all saw it too when we was out in Hackensack. The brother with the 850 that had that leather and suede
Yeah,
Yep.
and that burgundy. 850,
yeah, that's nice.
that was sharp.
Well, do
Yeah.
you guys remember back in the day when we used to buy the lambskin covers to go
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the Benzes? Because none of the Benzes came with cloth seats
Right.
right.
back in the day.
Right.
Right.
You didn't have a choice. But we used to go and buy those lambskin
Mm-hmm.
And
Covers.
covers.
Yep.
Yep.
Put them in there.
And they look good as hell when you first get them.
Yeah.
But after
after-
they wear it for a
Yeah,
while, you
I-
got to.
Yeah, after
You got-
2-3 weeks of
yeah,
sitting
you
on
got-
them,
You tried to brush it.
That's,
They
that.
Start
look-
looking like a wet dog.
they
out
look,
there.
they look like a billy goat instead
Yeah,
of a lamb.
yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
So
Well, but the cons to having leather, especially when you got a convertible,
yeah,
Yes.
you get in there, you better have on some long sleeve. And some, that leather will burn the shit out
yeah,
of
that's
you.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get burnt, man. So while I have
get
you on the
burnt.
phone, Ty, I'm gonna switch to the next topic, and I want you to chime in on this. So,
Yes, sir.
like with our old school vehicles that we restore and all that, and I know Glenn, I know you got something to say on this one, but the upgrades, when you do the upgrades with technology in your vehicle, do you consider doing the navigation system, putting the auto starter on there, or changing out the factory radio, or do you prefer to leave everything like it is on your restored vehicle?
Me, I prefer to leave it as close to
Original.
original era that it is, because as far as the navigation, I can use my phone, right?
Yeah.
You pipe the phone in, put the phone up on the stand, and use that as navigation. So I got to pull out the face off in my joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Got the face off.
okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I got the face off
Ain't
on
planning
mine.
on putting no Navi or remote starter, none of that on it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you, man.
I'm
I
with
got
you.
the face off on
I'm
my
with
radio, but
I'm with you.
I just
on
leave it
that,
like
Ty.
that, man. And so
I'm just a
I know-
damn fool.
he had a bad experience, man. So I
Very
knew this
bad
one was gonna touch.
experience.
I knew this one was gonna touch him.
You know, I am I would like to be able to have the kind of car that I enjoy with mid technology. I don't want to go all the way to what they're doing with these new vehicles. I just want the car to be comfortable for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And nobody has really figured that part out yet, to where you can take your classic car or older car and just do it to the point that you want it. You got to go to one extreme or the other.
Yeah. It's no in between.
There's no in between right now.
Right. I got you.
Because there's some of these new vehicles are beautiful. I mean, really, I've seen some beautiful stuff, but I just don't like.
Why are you looking at me like that, E?
Because you got a new vehicle.
Just takes over take over your damn phone, take over cutting off at the light.
Let me say this to that, Grant. Somebody with an old school cat told me that the more bells and whistles in some of these cars, the more shit that's going to break, and the more money you have to pay to fix it.
Say that again, Ty. I ain't hear you. Say that again.
I said, somebody told me, like, the more bells and whistles, all that stuff that Glenn's talking about, that really has no daily functional use to it.
Yeah.
It's just more that stuff that's going to break.
And who's going to work on it?
Later.
Yeah, you got to take it
Nobody
back to
but
them.
the dealer.
You got to take it to them.
My 550 BMW, I swear, every time I took it to the shop, the number was 1,400. I don't care what it is. 1,400. Hey, man, my seatbelt, 1,400. Anything here costs 100. So it'd be the littlest things. Like, all right, the seatbelt thing wouldn't auto retract. So I said, you know what? Just cut it off. Well, we got to go in. We got to do this. We got to take this out. We got to.
Yeah.
1,400.
Yeah.
It'll just be broke. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I can put my own seatbelt on. I don't need the arm to come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
The tech can't just turn it off. They got to get it to the software dude.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Tab.
Or it's going to throw errors to the computer and all that nonsense.
And he 300 for everything he touched.
Yeah, that's the tech.
That's the tech.
That's the tech.
Per hour. So, Tab, before I let you go and we clear up that line, man, I want to ask you two things you can get. We're going to do a rapid fire right quick. And it's just a couple of things. You can go yes or no. And then if it's too funny, you can just give me an explanation. But riding solo or with a passenger?
Passenger.
Eating your ride, yes or no?
No.
All right. Driving in the rain, or would you prefer, hot sunny day?
Hot sunny.
Okay.
Hey, so what you saying? You don't like
I take the top down. I don't want to be out there.
You don't like the rain in Detroit, man? You had a good experience, didn't you?
We had a good time. Almost went sideways, but we had a good time.
No, man, you got your skills out that day, man.
I love you for that. I love you for that, Ty.
And man, I can't wait till we get out there and see you, man. Check you out. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to coming. I'm gonna go get me some New Balance, man, and be on my way.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Great year for us, brothers.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
Always a pleasure speaking to y'all.
All right,
Yeah, we appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you.
Be safe.
Got it.
All
I'll
right.
talk to y'all soon.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, Sonny Mac, the lines are open now. It's not that we're not answering the phone. We were on the phone. So now the phone line is wide open. You can hit the number. And,
yes, right. The line is open, y'all. Come on, y'all. 248
Sonny Mac called and told me, ain't nobody answering the phone.
That's right. Join the conversation, y'all. We
Gotta
having a
love
good time up
Gotta
here, man.
love it, man.
So
Gotta
yeah,
love
man. Back to that whole thing. I think when you talk about having a passenger in the car, it's a lot to that, man. Like nowadays, like the age we are and rolling out when we roll, I don't need nobody over there. You know what I'm saying? When we ride now, say we finna go down to the river.
If all the fellas ride?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
I
don't really need no
no
passengers.
passenger.
I don't need no
right there.
passengers.
But on a late night, if I'm doing, on a nighttime cruise or ride, me and my old lady want to get in there, we can go do that. My wife can roll with me. But, other than that, it ain't like back in the day.
You let your own wife ride with you?
Yeah, I let my wife ride with me if she want to roll.
For sure.
Yeah,
she can't drive,
She
but
can
she
drive.
can ride.
She can ride with me.
So, you a good guy.
That's right, man. I keep telling everybody, man up.
You rides with your own wife.
My own wife.
That shit is
I'm
incredible.
gonna make sure I got a place for Glenn because he about to get put out.
Man, shit, you messing it up for everybody.
No, they mess it up for themselves.
No.
They mess it up for themselves.
They better man up.
That's the title of the show. They better man up, man.
Hey.
You know, I don't know what's the issue,
man.
but most people when they try to select that person, they doing everything they need to do to make sure that they get that attention. You gotta keep that fire alive,
Yeah,
man.
but after you get them, man, you're supposed to put all that stuff to the side. I mean,
You tripping? You doing a
waiting to the side, but
man, that's almost like dating your own wife.
yeah, man. You got to though, man. Because if not, then who gonna
gotta
be
start it
miserable?
back up. Gotta start it back up.
Yeah, you gotta start it back
Flames
up.
start going low.
What is a marriage that ain't miserable, man? I mean,
Man,
Well,
mine ain't either. That's some sad individuals out there.
wow.
That could be a topic, man.
It will be. That phone will be jumping then. The line is open 248-429-7224. Come on, join the conversation. We talking about cars, but we talking about some other stuff today.
personal. Yeah.
Manning up.
That's
And,
right.
Man up.
You know, I want to challenge the fellas to call in and give an example of, in their mind,
What man up is?
number one, how does a man up?
Okay.
And number two, what kind of example does manning up do for your son?
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, we can hit that. And I'm also going to hit you up with these questions about these vehicles. I want to hear what you prefer on that too. But that's good stuff there, Glenn. That's good because they watching.
Yeah.
You know, they watching, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's start off right here at the table. You take it with Glenn.
Take it from that, what he just said. Well,
We answer those questions.
I
first.
got 4 boys, 2 grown men and 2 younger children.
Okay.
And I try to set the example for them of what they see in me that, you know, they emulate. You know what I mean? As far as when you're conducting yourselves in public, when you're around people in general, and then of the female persuasion, how do you treat the young lady? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll be damned if my son pull up to a house to get somebody and blow the horn or text her and just come out. No, you go up to the door, you get to meet them parents, you talk to them and all of that. You know, it's just different things, man. Just all of my sons, I've been told by people outside of, you know, that I run into that interacted with them, man, you got some intelligent young men there. They handle themselves well. I'm actually gonna get one of my sons to come or call in on the show. He owns a business out in California that he did from ground up, in which he's just, you know, he's a personal trainer, but he's doing very well. And he told me himself, he said, it was those hard lessons you taught me and what I saw you do
Absolutely.
that I emulate and got me to where I am right now. And then him and his girl, they together. He treats her well, man. He do, you know, they, like you just said earlier.
He rides with her?
He what? He ride with her? Yeah, she get in the car with him. They got, you know, he got his little channel. They do all that stuff, man. I'm telling you, he ride with her. He treat her with the utmost respect, like he should.
Man,
you know what I mean? He treat her with the utmost respect, like he should. So,
But that's good.
he's not walking around, you know, like a clown or trying to be something he's not. You know, and
Right.
the thing that I, you know, look up to, that really kind of bothers me nowadays, that people our young men have been subject to a lot of stuff on this social media and everything else that's teaching them how to grow up, and it ain't the right way. Yo, what up, though? Thank you for calling in, BBS Boys Detroit. You're on with E Double or Double E, whichever one you prefer. But tell me what's on your mind.
I prefer easy. Well, what's going on with you?
You took it way back.
Son Matt.
You took it way back. We got Sonny Mac on the line. What's
What
going
up,
on
though?
with you, man? You want to comment on the conversation?
Yeah, I heard what Glenn said, but depending on the car, you can get it how you want it, you know, because with all these aftermarket things, like I just use the Monte Carlo for instance.
Mm-hmm.
I got a radio in the Monte Carlo that looks like the radio that it came with,
The factory.
except it's a FM satellite ready. It's got all the stuff that the new radios got, you know, but it looks like to the eye of a 1970 radio in the Monte Carlo. So it just depends on what kind of car you trying to hook up.
True.
But you can get it. You can get it close to where you want it. You know, where you want it, as far as the comfortability.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should have clarified my statement a little better. With American cars, yeah, you can. There's like tons of aftermarket stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
for foreign cars, if you're trying to keep your car looking original,
Right.
there's not a whole lot out there. Now, if you want,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
yeah, if you want to gut your car and just tell somebody do what you got to do, then that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to gut your car. But if you're trying to keep your dashboard intact and you're trying to make sure that things fit flushly and things like that, it's not a whole lot out there for European products.
No, you're right, Glenn. And speaking on that the foreign whips, I've seen somebody that did gut their car and it was foreign, and other things started breaking because
You touch one thing, the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't right. Like it wasn't meant to be gutted like that. So, I mean, he wished he wouldn't have done it.
All right.
So you're absolutely right.
I'm gonna do rapid fire with you too, right quick.
Okay.
And I just need you. You can. Go ahead.
And not to cut you off, E, but I wanted to interject on that the tent deal.
That's what I'm
if
going
it's
to
an old
first.
School,
yeah.
It's coming.
I got a fishbowl if it's an old school.
Okay, I got you with that. That was the first
That's
one.
it.
Next one is leather or cloth seats.
I'm the guy that don't mind burning his ass. I need leather.
Okay. Okay, upgrades with technology. We just kind of talked about that. But would you put an auto starter or navigation system in one of your old schools?
Nah, I'm like Ty. I got my phone for that. I'm
Okay.
good. And as far as a starter, I'm not. My old schools ain't gonna see winter, so I don't need no remote start.
Got you. Passenger or solo?
Depends. If it's my wife, passenger. But other than that,
but
I'm
Glenn,
solo.
Glenn don't. He think
Right,
we're gonna elaborate that in a minute. But Glenn is like, why y'all keep putting y'all wives in the car? But anyway,
I mean, I rise with my girl like
Me
that.
too,
Though.
man.
We
What
ride
kind of
with
shit
my
is
road
that?
dog.
I told him the same thing. He said, "Oh, so did you teach your son that too?" Yeah, he ride with his girl. So
No,
that's
my road dog. But
that's right.
I mean, other than that, no, solo, dolo.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Eating in the ride, yes or no?
Nah, I had a whole family outside eating. We ain't eating in the whip.
I got you.
Got that.
That's
Yes.
that's
Yes.
100% across the board, all of us. So
Although I break the rules because I smoke in the whip. So,
I was about
but-
to get to that. So you burning in the car?
Yeah, I'm burning in the car, man.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to burn them incense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
and Tom,
Yo,
I don't know if you eat too as well. I don't know if y'all seen the post I just posted on Instagram, but it's burning the gram up, bro.
what Instagram? What's the Instagram? What is it? Underscore what?
It is
Underscore BBS Boys Detroit.
baby.
There you go. There you go.
You about to check it out right now. And while we got you doing that,
Advertisement. No, go ahead.
what you think about the man up topic?
Man up, I didn't catch that.
Man up. So I ended the show last week. Well, I started the show last week talking about, when I said happy wife, happy life. Well, I got some feedback between last show and now about, man,
Okay.
that's crazy. Happy wife, happy life. Man, that's some bull, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. So I said I would come back with something for the fellas this
Trying
week.
to keep his wife in
You
the
know,
car.
to come back with something for the fellas this week, to support
Right.
them as well. So I said, I thought about it over the week, and I was like, you know what? I got something for the fellas. And it's simple. It's a statement. Man up. Meaning, if you man up and take care of your responsibilities and show the loved ones around you, you care for them, you will have a happy wife. You will have happy kids. You will have all these different things. So the topic was
True that.
man up. That's it. For all those out there that understand what I'm talking about, we broke it down just a minute ago about what man up means. So Glenn put a request out there. If anybody want to call in at 248-429-7224 and tell us what that means to them and how they demonstrate that for their son.
Okay, let's make it even easier.
Okay.
Sonny Mac,
Yes.
if you were out downtown walking, chilling, and you saw a young man who was being disrespectful to what you believe to be his elder, would you intervene? And if you would, what would you say to that young man as an example as to how to man up?
I mean, my problem is I would intervene, Glenn, but nowadays it's not safe to intervene.
Okay.
But the way I was brought up, unfortunately, my fellas tell me that, like, hey man, it ain't your fight. Stay out of it.
Well,
but
let's say that it's a situation where you had to. You just had to.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna intervene. That ain't how you treat an elder, man. That it's certain ways to talk to. I'm gonna tell you, I actually just had this conversation at work, Glenn, with a guy. He wanted to, he kind of stuck his chest out to me, but it's an older guy that works with us, and I ain't gonna say his name, but it's an older guy that works with us, and he was, being mean to him, being disrespectful, and I was like, hey, man, that's my man. He taught us, and we don't talk to him like that, and my man got at me, and later on came back and apologized. I guess he thought about it and apologized to me, and I said, man, I was just trying to tell you how we treat each other back here. Everybody treat each other back here with respect, and it go a long way. Somebody might help you, somebody might give you some money, whatever, food, whatever. So he knew to where we work at back in the back, and I'm like, you coming in the wrong way, man. You about to make everybody not like you. So
to that question, that question, that scenario that he put you out on the street downtown with the man disrespecting the elderly, the elder lady or whatever it may be, I'm hoping that I'm there with you, because I'm gonna address it right with you. We'll do it together. Gonna address it right there. That's gonna go.
I got to holler at him, man. You can't talk to your elders like that. Right. I probably hit him with, it's a shame that your mother let you talk to her like that, because obviously you comfortable, know.
And sometimes you gotta tell these youngsters sometimes, just, hey man, take 30 seconds and just realize what's going on.
Right.
Just take a minute, man, and just look at the whole situation. You don't have to disrespect anybody, because he wouldn't want that.
See, their whole stance on a lot of things, and I'm not no psychologist, I'm not no expert on how these kids then came up or whatever they're doing, but their whole thing is built on aggression. There's no reasoning in some situations with aggression, and just they want to tear down the whole world, whatever. So that within itself, like you just said, when you started answering that, times are a little different, but really in some instances things are the same too, because you can get talked to. You know what I mean?
Yes, you can.
Or reason with.
Do you guys agree that it's not just the young men that needs to man up?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. When y'all was talking about man up, I wasn't thinking young men. I'm thinking cats my age.
Yeah, it's dudes our age, man.
We need to do better with helping the young guys that so-called look up to us, man. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But often I see guys, man, who will remain anonymous, that are too damn old for the behavior. In other words, let me give you an example. It's kind of like when we were talking about the tinted windows, and I said, well, I think men should do things age appropriately.
Right.
I think that men should also conduct themselves based on the time that they've put on the earth. In other words, if you 50 years old and you got your pants sagging and you're trying to talk the same slang language that our sons are talking, to me, you need to man up.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, you. I mean, I'm just speaking for me, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't want to hold y'all line up, but you and your brother were very influential with me. Like, I look at you as an uncle, bro, and we're not even related.
Well,
But
could you get me a 560? Nephew, this is what I need to happen. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But real talk, man. Back in the day, y'all touched me a certain way that I learned from y'all, man. And I hope somebody looking at me and I touch them that way, man.
But you know what?
And that's what it's about.
To elaborate on what he's saying
and
is,
thank you for saying that.
a lot of these young guys don't have anybody to look up to right now.
And I get that.
They're looking up to somebody of their own age.
Yes, and I get that. But here's the thing. It's like when E put the topic out there.
Yeah.
It's just 2 words.
Yep.
That's it.
It's not a whole lot of meanings that those 2
Right.
words put
That's true.
together.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And just to take those words and use them in a hip hop song doesn't mean that it's going to translate into brothers doing what it really is about.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
right.
Sometimes we have to, most times we have to be guilty of leading by example.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And, when you're dealing with one of your peer group, somebody in your own age range, sometimes they get more offended than the young dudes because they feel like,
Hold on. Preach, Glenn.
you questioning my manhood.
Preach, Glenn.
Hit that
Right.
button. What kind of?
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real
That's
talk.
real
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that's real talk, man.
And that's not what
Yeah.
that's not what we're doing in most cases. What we're doing in most cases is saying, "Hey, man, you embarrassing yourself and me."
That's
Exactly.
Right.
Because let's say we came to a function together,
Yep.
and one dude out of the crowd is over here being disrespectful and loud and obnoxious.
Right.
Well, if he came with that group,
No, the whole
Yeah.
group looks
group
like
is
now the
that.
whole
That's
group
right.
looks like
That's
that.
right.
That's why we talk about when you want to get down with this.
It's a certain way.
It's a certain that when we was talking about being
Yeah.
selective.
Mhm.
That's what we mean by that, because we're not always gonna all be together at the same time.
That's
but
right.
that brand means something.
But we can always conduct ourselves
that
like
way.
we
Like
together.
Exactly.
together. That's right.
So,
That's right.
Mac, thanks for the call, man.
Wow.
We want to open up that line again. I appreciate you, brother.
Sir, yes, sir.
And
No problem.
We'll talk soon, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you boys be easy, man.
All
You
right,
gotta
sir.
work on Glenn
Yeah.
a 560. Cool.
Yeah, we-
Nephew, you need to get that done, man.
All right, it's time for us to pay some bills,
show
man.
some
We gotta pay
respect
some
to your
bills.
uncle.
We're gonna pay some bills
Okay.
here before
All
we
right.
get
All
on
right, be
with-
smooth, man.
All right, Mac. We're gonna pay some bills here before we get on with the topic, man. Y'all give us a call at 248-429-7224. We want to give a shout out to my man Sam Curry. That's right, Tax Smart. You can go check them out. It is tax season, y'all. 20318 Grand River. For all your tax needs, they will handle everything you need that is related to taxes, man. Also, check us out at _BBS Boys Detroit on IG. And then also, bbsboysdetroit.com for this merch. You can hit us up on there, put in your order. We'll make sure we get it out to you. So back to the topic at hand, man. We got a great discussion going on today.
Yes, we do.
Talking about man up and about some of
up.
these other little things going on with the vehicles, man. But I really, you asked that question to me, Tone. I think I answered it the best way that I could without getting too wrapped up into all the things I've done with my boys. And, I always hear a lot, man, you got 4 boys. I think God knew I couldn't do nothing else but work with them boys,
That's
you
right.
know.
That's
I
right.
became an expert after a while. I want to give a shout out to all my sons. My man Chris and Stefan. Then I got Ethan and Logan. So everybody's doing well. Everything is good in their eyes, and I'll continue to love them and pray over them. So for you, Tone, that same question is back at you, man. You got some sons.
You know what? I try to teach my sons as well as my daughters to be providers, and I'm elaborate on my daughters because I don't want them to have to depend on a man.
There you go.
So I try to teach them to be a provider, how to earn money on their own, so they don't have to ask a guy.
Right.
As far as my sons, I want them to be leaders and a provider, meaning a leader in their household as well as being a provider to provide for their wife, significant others, and their kids.
Right.
So that's what I teach, and I don't only teach it. I walk the walk because I talk that talk. And I also try to bring that if anybody that's around me in my circle, because I want all of us to eat at the same table.
That's right.
I don't want to be an empty plate at our table.
Right.
So I try to bring what I know and my knowledgement to the table so everybody can grow together.
It's all about family.
It's all about family.
It's all about family, man. Man, you got a son, man.
Well,
that question is right back to you. You threw it out there, so I really want to hear what you got. But
I actually have 3 sons.
Yeah, okay.
I try to lead by example.
Definitely have to.
Word.
I also teach my girls to get their own.
Gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
And if some guy, you hook up with a guy and y'all gonna do whatever y'all gonna do and he bringing something to the table, that's fine. Look at that as a gift.
Right.
But I teach my boys discipline and respect. And everything else comes out of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the foundation.
Everything else comes out of that. But with the girls, I kind of impressed or tried to impress upon them to get your own paper.
Got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
And, I watched my son deal with a situation here not long ago where he and his girlfriend were having some difficulties about finance, And I said to the young lady, I said, well, do you really want to put yourself in position to have this dude taking care of you? I said, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you like you was my own daughter. If you position yourself, I said, number one, you're not his wife.
Mm-hmm.
You're his girlfriend. I said, but if you position yourself that way, the man in him will automatically become possessive over you as a piece of property.
Exactly. Yeah.
I said,
exactly.
now,
that's true.
I ain't your father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm his father. But I'm going to give you that, and you can do whatever you want to do with it.
Right.
But it amazed me that this young lady really thought that because a guy's dating her, that he's obligated to take care of her.
Right, yeah. See, that.
No.
So to me, that's another form of being an example of how to teach your son to man up.
Right.
Yeah.
What we used to call them back in the day? Sack chasers.
That's true.
That
That's what
amongst
they was.
gold diggers, sack
Gold diggers,
chasers.
all that,
Yeah.
And then there was the skeezers.
Yeah.
So we talking old school. That's what we related back to. But
you're
that's
right.
good advice from
You're
both
right,
of y'all. I
Glenn.
mean,
You have to talk different to the girls.
Yeah,
Right,
you do.
right.
Versus the boys.
Yeah.
It's totally different. The girls got to have their own. So
Yeah.
you don't want them depending on the guy.
Exactly.
So if the guy happens to nut up or do whatever, she got her own and she can make her own moves with
Yeah.
it.
But like you just said though, that's if he coming with that and doing something, that should be like a plus to you.
Yeah, that's
That
just
shouldn't be the
plus.
only
That's
thing
a
that
plus.
you got. You know what I
right.
mean?
That's
I
right.
mean,
And
I
you-
even teach my girls, and I'm not saying that everybody has to do this with their girls, but I even went back to something that was taught to me that I didn't understand when older people used to say, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And, I was like, damn, that's harsh,
It's reality though.
but it's reality.
Yes, it
It's
is.
reality for sure.
It's reality. So with my daughter who has 3 children, I tell her, when she get to talking to me about what the dude didn't do, what he didn't provide, and I said, baby, listen, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day,
You gonna have that baby. That baby gonna be with you.
you're the
That's right.
custodial parent.
That's
Mhm.
right.
So anything that he brings to the table, if anything, look at it as a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But if you already got your own,
Mm-hmm.
then
you don't have to make a big fuss out of that. You can just do what you're supposed to do.
And so that those topics and those comments that y'all making, as far as on the female side, is outstanding. That's straight up. I don't know. I don't have a daughter.
Let me say something right quick.
Yeah.
If the woman's coming, the girlfriend, whoever's coming with her own, and the guy got his own, If they just put that together, they're a power couple right there.
Boom.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Come on, man. Come on.
Perfect example.
See, they don't look at it like that.
No, they don't. So what's out there, what's so sad to them, this is back to the topic on the men again.
Yeah.
Brothers, get your own, do your own thing. Quit, because right now what I see out here and I'm not, again, I'm all about positivity in 22. But I see a lot of guys fall into this space where they're looking for a woman to take care of them.
Yeah.
You know, they want to go shack up with them. They want to go do this, that, and the other with them. And they will take and do anything to go because they need somewhere to put their head or get some food or whatever the case would be. And they're not even living into their potential.
But I think even with that, in all honesty, you know, depending on the time period and how serious of a relationship you got yourself into will determine all of those things. I'm not one to believe in she can't be with me because she ain't got nothing.
Right.
That's true.
True. I believe that if you got potential, then we can figure out how to get something.
That's why I said living to your maximum potential.
Yeah.
You know, trying to, instead of lay back chilling, waiting for something to come to you.
But you know, you hear a lot of these
potential.
professionals, and Tone, you hear these professionals now, man, you know, giving advice out like, you should know the person that you dating's credit score. What the hell?
They're turning the relationship into a business or something.
That's serious.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
You know.
What the hell? If I like you,
right?
What the hell do I need to know your credit score for? Because if I'm trying to get my own, and I've been getting my own,
that's right.
I'm gonna keep getting my own.
Right.
Whether
whatever
you got going on,
it
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
But if you listen to some of these professionals nowadays, man, and I think that's why a lot of people don't have long-lasting relationships because they go into it with the wrong focus and the wrong mindset.
That's true.
Well, the first thing we got to figure out is, do you like me and do I like you?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, for real.
No, that's real talk.
That's real talk.
See, the reason why I'm laughing at it, Glenn, is because I fell into that. But I fell into it after 10, 15 years of marriage. Now I'm like, sweetheart, this is my credit score. This is you. We need to work on our credit score together to build it up so we can do what we really want to do financially.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I wasn't thinking about no credit score. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I was in love with this person.
Yeah,
or
because
she was in love with me.
Because when you get past that part and you get that part solid, then you start to understand that this marriage is a business.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
But
and you can flourish.
Yeah.
BBS boys.
That's right.
You got to figure out, is this somebody you want to flourish with?
Exactly. Preach, Glenn.
You know what I'm saying?
Put the cart before the horse.
It's kind of like, you know, I tell my boys,
true.
look, my man, everything ain't a keeper.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
You know, we got certain things that we keep in certain drawers.
That's true. Very true.
But when you talking about a keeper that's going to be in your household and raising your children and cooking your meals, you got to look at this. You got to separate that from everything else.
Right.
You know, and I think that the advice that young people are getting now in terms of relationship advice, I think it's terrible.
It is terrible.
It's terrible, man.
I think it's terrible because, you know, your son called me to Dad, I met a girl and I think I kind of like her. And you say back to your son, what's her credit like? Man, this ain't why this dude told you this.
Right.
This dude is trying to let you know that I'm starting off something in my life, and it's important enough for me to bring it to you.
Right,
and I want
to
you
let
give
you
you
know.
some advice on, you know, whatever.
But
you know,
believe it or not, man, a lot of our people who trying to be like other people want to say and regurgitate the rhetoric that they're hearing to their children.
Yeah,
true.
And I think a part of manning up, our topic tonight, that's a part of it too.
Yeah,
that's true.
It is.
Yeah, it is. That's why when I was thinking about it, I was trying, what kind of cliche can I write? And I was like, nah.
No,
It's gonna be
But
man
you
up.
know,
powerful.
one of my things that I always say is, you got to be able to have your stuff together before you can help anybody else anyway.
Absolutely.
If you don't have your shit together, you can't help nobody.
Exactly.
In anything.
Nah.
So I preach that a lot to everybody,
Yeah,
man.
you're
I
feeding the
preach it a
purpose.
lot.
If you're trying to jump out there saying this, that, and the other,
and you ain't got your stuff together,
nothing
don't
yourself.
make sense. Don't make
And
sense.
you know, and when you got adult children, you know, you have to move to that point like I had to learn to do when it came to those girls of when they bring you something, you got to move to the point where it's, okay, baby, let me know how it work out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when they
Because-
grown, you got to do that.
If you know that you've done your due diligence,
Right.
Yeah.
and you figured out that they gonna do what the hell they want to do anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta get moved to that point. That's another part of manning up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For us as fathers,
Gotta know when
Right.
to step back.
and grandfather, you gotta know when to step
Step
back.
back.
Yep.
That's
And
right.
let it
Gotta
be.
know when to step back.
The same thing with
one of my
same thing with the
daughters, man,
guys.
used to have me running around here, man, like every time I got a cold. Here I come, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you gotta move to that point to where you say, "Oh, okay, let me know how it turned out for you."
Man, it's the same thing with the boys. Man, my oldest, you know, I had to learn to just be like, because all that you bringing me ain't gonna do nothing but cause me to be a different me. Someplace I ain't trying to go, and that stress and all
And
that
then
other
when they
kind of
get
stuff, man.
grown, you know, you have to, as a man and the leader of your family, your clan, or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
you have to remember that you married to their mama.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And she come before everybody.
Oh, that's how it is here.
See, that's really,
Definitely.
It's
See-
my wife, then the kids.
yes.
Right. Exactly.
Because without me and her,
There's
It's
nothing for
none of
you.
y'all.
Nothing for you.
that
Exactly.
don't exist.
And the
No,
kids
nothing
don't get
for
that,
you.
though.
But
Kids
a lot
don't
of,
get that.
A lot of times as men, we will be so attached to our children and wanting them to be the best that they possibly can be that sometimes we forget we got our own woman at home that we need to
That
see
attention on.
about
Mhm.
and make sure that she whole.
That's right.
That's right.
And
I said.
if you ain't careful,
Yes.
sometimes see them children know what buttons to push.
Oh yeah,
do.
definitely.
So you gotta man up to the point where you know how to navigate that. So
right.
that when your son becomes a father, he understands that his wife or his woman comes first.
Come first, all the time.
All the time.
That's what we
So
said.
manning up, man, it takes some big shoes
Yeah,
to,
it does.
to man
But
up.
That's why I ride
think-
with the wife in the car. Man.
That's right.
That's why I
Exactly.
ride-
That's why we talked about last show. Happy wife, happy life. It all goes
Stay
back
out
to
of grown
that.
folks' business.
That's what's up with that, man.
No, I
So-
was just, man.
No, but,
No,
but
but
you're,
you-
you're absolutely
You're
right, Glenn. You're
Yeah,
right.
he's absolutely right.
You're
I
right.
mean, because we on this earth for a reason, right? When
Yes.
you were given children to lead, right, and set a purpose to be the head of your household and do the right thing.
Men are providers
Yeah,
anyway.
providers, man, and be able to,
provide.
make a mini me.
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
you.
do
I'm
the
gonna
next
give the listeners a very simple jewel. Look up the definition of father. The word father. Look up the definition of that word, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Look up
the
that word.
Father.
And we'll talk about that on the next show, man.
Yeah.
I'll come back with some.
I like that.
We'll come back next show with that. See how many people looked it up or whatever the case may be, and we'll elaborate on that next week.
that.
I think that's about a wrap, y'all. We want to appreciate y'all for tuning in, checking us out, BBS Boys Detroit. As always, we want to send y'all away with nothing but some love. Check us out, man, on Instagram at _BBS Boys Detroit. Also, go to our page and go to bbsboysdetroit.com. Check out some of this merchandise. You
I had
can
to
Go
put
check
Scully
it
hat
out.
on.
Go buy some of
yeah,
it.
go buy some of that, man.
My man
Get you a
Joel,
Scully.
thanks, man. I just sent yours out today, my brother. You'll have it up there in Kalamazoo.
That's right. Also want to give my man DJ Epps out there a shot, man.
Epps? Oh, man. Yes,
I
sir.
forgot about him, man. This particular show, but and also a shout out to all other BBS Boys chapters across the state, across the country. I want to give y'all some love as well. Once again, shout out to Sam Curry, Tax Smart, 20318 Grand River. All your tax needs, you can service those, man. Tone, you got anything you want to take us out with?
Hey, man. Peace and love to my family, to my brothers. Hey, one love.
Shout out to all the BBS Boys Detroit. We talking about Sonny Mac. DJ Tone, Nephew Brent, Buck, K Boogie. We'll see y'all next week, man.
20 vision, I want all the loot. 2020 vision, I want all the loot. I'm talking be my all clean, fit too mean, finger all shiny on my baby's diamond ring. I was on a high till I caught onto the scene. Swear I lost my heart when I fell in love with things. Rookie year went broke like Jalen Rose. Got the price, sold my soul to the things I own. Switched up, locked in and got my mind right. Prioritizing, got my business and my time